Guys, it's Phantom's Ex-Listener here, back again with another Phantom's Ex-Listener video, and today I bring you something new. Casey Jones Ex-Listener, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. I was writing a whole script. Well, this script is actually based off a role play that I did with a friend. If you're watching this, hi. This roleplay was based off of you and me. Well, I came up with the idea. I didn't really write it down, but I did memorize it. There are I could split it into 3 parts. This first one is VT Donatello 2012. So I hope you guys enjoy. Today I have Cappuccino, not sponsored, and Monster Energy, not sponsored. I did grocery shopping by myself, and I brought a Monster Energy box home, the ones that come with 24 cans, but I of course didn't buy the 24 cans. I bought 2 because doctor said it's bad for you. I got Mango Loco and Original. Please, not sponsored. Don't copyright me or ban me. I have cappuccino, tea, and Monster Energy. The cappuccino is just for recording and getting my voice ready. As you can see, I got myself already into Donatello character. But the Monster is just for calming down and everything like that, getting my voice into a deeper type of tone, you know? See how it immediately changed? And the tea is just probably, if I can, sleep tonight. Currently in this box I have Mentos Kiss, not sponsored, my Monster pencil case, my phone case because I can't record with that on, or the keychain would be dangling everywhere. My script book, which is where I write your ideas and requests, music requests, and my art book in case I want to draw something during the video. I'm actually going to be writing a whole other script during this video, so I'm sorry if you can either hear the background because living room, and secondly, I don't know if you're able to hear any wind or music in the background since it is the weekend, and it is also getting colder down here in Brazil. Thank God. It is finally autumn here, yay! And happy early autumn or happy early Halloween. We're finally getting into spooky month. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get straight into it. I'm so sorry with the low quality in the photo. I went to go download it. It was not off Pinterest, but instead it was off Google. And I was both on low battery and low, not storage, but I was low on data. So when it downloaded, I thought it was like full quality, but no, it's like this. We're just gonna have to go with it. That's literally how I look right now. That's how my face looks. But anyway, I feel like this is the better version of it because there are 2 versions of this. So let me read you the first version, which was, so you were hanging out with Donatello and you saw this random quote unquote forgive me and my stuttering and tripping on words. This quote unquote random boy just walked into the lair without doing any quote unquote secret passwords, or he just walked in. And then you jumped down from the bunk bed Donnie has because of you, his quote unquote GF, which he thinks you are. He just has a big crush on you. You jump down and say, "There's someone in the lair." Raphael, he yelled from upstairs and said, "No, dumbass, that's Casey." And you say, "Casey, meet listener, meet Casey." Casey had said, "Oh, I didn't know we had someone new hanging around." And you said, "Oh, wait, Casey Jones from college?" And then you guys recognize each other, but you guys never really talked to each other in college, and then you guys ended up talking and becoming closer and stuff like that. Donnie didn't really notice and get jealous. That's the part that I don't like about it, because he didn't really get jealous and I didn't really think about it, because ta-da, including there's Yandere Donnie in this part. So reading you the second one, let me actually find it, I kind of forgot. Reading you the second thingy. Okay, this is basically like part 2 of it. Well, not part 2, but version 2. So you come back from college, aka school, work, you go down to the lair, and Donatello's just there working on his inventions, and you say, "Hey Donnie, I'm back, and hey everyone, I brought some snacks, they're on the table. By the way Donnie, I'm probably going to have to cancel our meetup, since I'm actually going to have some lessons with a roommate." And he replied with, "Roommate? What roommate? I didn't know you had a roommate in college." You said, "Oh, his name is Casey Jones. We actually never spoken to each other before, but I realized we were closer and way more relatable than we thought. So I'll be back before you know it, okay?" His voice kind of went, not low pitched, let's just say he didn't sound mad, but the way he just kind of just stopped what he was doing and just kind of, yeah, you know, that eerie vibe. And he said, "Oh, all right, have fun." And he mumbled underneath his breath. He said, "Oh, that prick." This is like the main part from me and my friend's RP. So, continuing, he went over to Casey's house. He knocked on the door. Casey answered and said, "Oh, hey listener, wasn't expecting you to come way earlier than I thought. But anyway, come inside. Make yourself at home." He nervously rubbed the back of his neck. And you said, "Have you ever had anyone over before?" He replied with, "Not really. I usually just stay alone and have hockey lessons alone. I'm surprised you actually agreed to have hockey lessons with me. Well, the stadium should be right over there. I live really close to it. I don't know what to call it. Like, is it like a ice skater rink? I really don't, I'm sorry." So you guys were over there just skating. You were about to slip, and Casey caught you, not in a romantic way. He didn't want to make it seem romantic, but he did end up catching you by your waist, making you blush. He immediately let go, but you didn't fall, and you said, "Hey, you okay?" You nod your head, and he said, "You did really great. Maybe we should start taking lessons, like, on the weekends, if you're available, of course. Well, it's getting late. You should probably head home. Didn't you say your mom gets worried at this certain timing?" He nervously chuckled, and you realized the time. And you said, "Oh, yeah, I gotta head home. I'm so sorry, Casey. Maybe later. By the way, can I have your number? Just in case I maybe stay up a little later, we could, text each other." You were just awkward inside just to ask that. And he said, "Oh, yeah, here." You thanked him and went back home. Your mom was thankfully asleep. You had tons of texts from Donnie, mainly missed calls. You called him back. And this is him on the phone. I can't add a, kind of telephone kind of effect unless I go on my voice changer. But he said, "Where have you been? It's almost past midnight and you haven't came over here." Don't mind the talking in the background. "I was so worried about you, Don't do that to me." You replied with, "Don't worry, Donnie. I was just taking some hockey lessons with Casey. It was fun. I'll come over there like when I can, at least after school, Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be available all day after that. Okay?" He replies with, Yeah, that's fine. Just Have a good night. Just know that I love you. Okay? Bye. Donatello out. He hung up, and you take a deep breath in and sigh. You sighed. You lay down in bed and just think about it. This might end up becoming just one video because, yeah, I might just add filling into the story, because in a role play, you know, you can just skip, pause, and stuff like that, just like a game. Let's add some filling into this. So, you found out that Donnie and the others have gone on this big mission, and you were worried about them for weeks. They came back. Leo was so proud of all of them and everything. Master Splinter allowed them to have a celebration. You were invited to the party. You got the notification and said, "Oh, nice. They're having a party? Nice thing that I'm invited." So you got ready later on, like an hour before the party started. Of course, me, who's the lazy one who would do that. You brought down some snacks, and after a while, Casey also arrived. This is the spicy part. Well, not really. I'm probably going to give you, I'm not going to give you the good part of this script / RP, because this is only part 1. When I do part 2, which is also coming out tonight because I have motivation. By the way, we can never forget that in each and every single one of my videos I say, take a sip of this coffee. Well, it's kind of coffee, it's cappuccino. Damn, I make the best cappuccinos, I'm telling you. If I ever went to TubeCon, I don't know, I would be serving cappuccinos to each and one of you. But anyway, you guys were playing party games and everything like that. You and Casey were talking a lot. Donatello decided to not confront, but instead just maybe get in the middle of the conversation. He sat next to you with your favorite drink, and I mean it's on top of the world of your favorite. And he said, "Hey, listener, look what I got." He shook it in his hand, and you let out a small gasp and say, "Thanks, Donnie. Where'd you find it? I haven't been able to find this in months." He said, "Oh, you know, I got a few tricks up my sleeve." He heard Casey just kind of like, you know, go something like that, like he was jealous, and Donnie smirked, and he said, "Well, how about we go play a few more party games? I challenge you, and I'll give you a few more, you know, maybe a tad bit more than expected." He cupped your face and gave you a head smooch, making Casey furious. Oh, I'm telling you, that man is flaming inside. He put on his skull mask and put on his hoodie and said, "Party games, huh, Donatello? How about I challenge you to a super awesome hockey match? Remember the last time we played hockey? I hit it straight to your face and that small gap in your teeth." And then Donnie stood up to confront him, and he said, "Oh, you want to tell me that my gap is small? My gap is way more awesome than your gap." "Your gap is useless," said Casey. "My gap is way bigger than your gap, and period, Donatello." Okay, this is off one of the space episodes. Please, I just had to. And they were just both they just looked like two dogs growling at each other. That's all I can say. You stand up in the middle of both and said, "Knock it off, you two. What's wrong with both of you? Let's just play one big hockey match. How about that?" Casey said, "Yes." Donatello sighed and said, "Fine. But can I hold on to you?" He smiled and said, "Sure. If you're not that big of an ice skater, then sure." Casey he said, "Oh, dang it." Like under his breath and everything. Y'all were playing hockey and stuff like that. Like in this story, we're kind of getting to the end of the video. I'm sorry. Before we get to the good part, I didn't give you the actual feeling to it. That's going to be on part 2, sadly. I'm sorry. I just don't want to make this into one big video because my CapCut is trash. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if I sound way more excited than usual or way more happy than usual. I don't know how to put that into a sentence. And the fact that I actually look like Casey it makes me feel weird because I don't have a really big gap in my teeth, but I have a gap and really short hair. It's not black, it's back to being natural since I cut it a little more a bit styled. Your boy, your king looking fresh in real life. And I kind of look like Casey, just like opposites, you know, kind of looking like brothers. But anyways, y'all played a hockey match and Casey ended up just knocking it again into Donatello's face. You laughed and fell to the ground saying, "Donnie, you were supposed to dodge that, or at least catch it or something." Donnie was on the floor, just kind of with his head spinning, you know, and he was like, "Oh, God, I don't feel good." You both were laughing and you helped him up and said, "Okay, I'll take you I'll be your nurse and just lay your head down and take a rest." Took care of Donnie and he was like, he pulled you close and said, "Could we cuddle again?" Okay, so maybe this will be a future episode where you try and put Donatello version 2012 to sleep like you tried with Rise Donnie. So yeah, you said sure, no problem. Take another sip. It was getting dry. Casey was on the couch and he realized that you were still in the room with Donnie. He takes a peek and you two were sleeping and cuddling. He balls his hand into a fist and says, "Oh, you'll see, Donatello. You're not taking them away from me." Just basically Yandere versus Yandere. That's all for today, guys. That's where I'm ending it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the new music I put in the background. Finally decided to add some new background music. Jesus. And yes, I have good news. The visitor, I am not comfortable with telling my personal life just yet, has got a dorm. So I will be able to upload earlier, and maybe, yes, you are hearing this from your king, your coffee addict, the one who doesn't sleep. I maybe get some sleep. If I upload early and my brain and my body lets me sleep, then yes, I will start getting at least 3 to 4 hours of sleep. At least. I will not take any longer than that because I take at least 5-minute naps, okay? To bring you content at night. But I have enough motivation to at least upload 3 more videos tonight. And I'll see you guys later. I'm so sorry for my chaotic Donnie energy. Booyakasha. I sound like both of them mixed together. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and I didn't say this in the beginning and the end of the video. By the way, my Instagram, my Discord link server, my wattpad, and the songs that I use will all be in the description below. Make sure to check them out. And by the way, I have a Spotify playlist if you want to do a collaboration or if you want to listen to my 11-hour playlist. and maybe recommend me songs. Go to my Discord server, go to collaborations or video suggestions, and name your songs. I will check them out, write them down, and add them to my playlist. See you guys in the next video. Bye!